A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3,
didn't know how I was gonna pay. I wanted to see my baby, but she didn't seem to have the time. I even thought my mate didn't really love me. But then I questioned the thoughts I saw they weren't really me. As I let go of them, I felt positivity. I am health and creativity. I am abundance and prosperity. I love the whole world, and my whole world loves me. When I turn it around, I turn it around. I am abundance and prosperity. I love the whole world, and the whole world loves me. Turn it around. I turn it around. I turn it around. I turn it around. I turn it around.
All right, thank you so much. Let's hear it for Ralph Whittaker, working solo today. And the wonderful Unity House Band. Woo! How you doing out there? It looks like things are kind of flowing smoothly out here. And you know, when life flows smoothly, it's really easy and enjoyable to do spiritual practice, to do meditation, affirmative prayer, come to classes here, come to services, read, study, listen to music. But sometimes life gets rough, yeah? Sometimes there are challenges going on. And when that happens, sometimes it's like, I don't have time to do meditation. What good does this stuff do anyway? I got this challenge over here, this challenge over there. I don't think this stuff even works. But I'd like to suggest a way of practicing with these very problems that can really turn it around. We can be aware of the negative thoughts that come up because of these issues. We can let them go. And in the space that creates, we can plant words of truth. And in that way, we see the negative thoughts that come up and we don't buy into them. We have the wonderful experience of letting go of even those thoughts that are strong and persistent, that don't seem like they want to let us go. And by putting in these words of truth, we transform our thinking and therefore our lives. So there's all different kinds of issues that might come up in our lives. We might have health issues. So like, you know, we have something going on in our bodies. We might have some pain going on. And that tends to skew our minds to the negative. We start to see the negative in things. We start to complain about the pain. We start to complain about all kinds of things. Or maybe we have financial issues and we start to feel fear and worry. Look at this economy. Look at this market. How am I going to survive with all this stuff going on? Or we might have relationship issues. Maybe things that come up from our past that manifest out in our relationships. Or we may have issues with creativity. Maybe we want to create something wonderful in our lives, but it seems like we don't have the time or the energy to do it. But the mother of all of these challenges, and what they all boil down to, is spiritual challenges. That feeling we get that maybe this stuff really doesn't work. Maybe it's really not true. If all this stuff's going on in my life, how could it be true that it's a loving universe? Why should I practice? That's the big one. But there is a way we can turn it around. I had some issues in my life about 3 years ago. It started with financial issues. I was kind of worried. I was kind of wondering what I was going to do next. But I had a chance to do some affirmative prayer and some meditation, some visioning. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, the singer friend of mine calls me up and said, "Hey, you want a day gig? How about doing some Japanese weddings during the day?" You can relate to that. And that was really cool. It's a wonderful, I'm still doing it. It's a wonderful gig, and it's really helped my finances straighten out. But it also brought up another issue, a health issue. Because I've had arthritis in my hips for a few years now, and I pretty much have it under control, but there were a lot of times since I started doing that day gig, I'd be working all day and then have a short dinner break and go out and do a gig at night. So all those long days and those long hours sitting at the keyboard and having to get up in the morning and trying to hustle out of the house where I'm stiff and make it to the work, that aggravated the health issue. So I got into sort of that negative vibe too, like I was driving to work and I got to the corner of Punchbowl and Nimitz, and all of a sudden these really noisy trucks are going down Nimitz, and my ears are going, and I'm like, oh man, why do I have to deal with this? And then just things that went on during the day, I would start to put the negative spin on. But these challenges are a wonderful opportunity for us if we remember to practice. So the first thing, again, is to be aware of the thought. And the way we let it go, a really wonderful way to let it go, is to come back to an awareness of a breath. So we see the thought, take a breath, let it go. And it tends to fade out. And then we plant in that word of truth. Like, for example, for a health challenge, I have infinite wholeness and well-being from the source, the infinite source of the universe, and my body temple is manifesting that well-being right now. Maybe for financial challenges, I am abundantly supplied. The stock market isn't my source. The infinite source of the universe is my source. Things of that nature. I invite you to join me in this practice for a little while right now. Stretch out a little. Sit comfortably, upright, yet relaxed. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. Let's take a breath, a conscious breath. Let's look at any health issues we might have. It might be a serious health issue, or it might be something as simple as, I feel kind of tired because I had to get up this morning. I was rushing to get down over here. Whatever it is, let those thoughts come up. Be aware of them. Now let them go by bringing your consciousness back to the breath. And in that space, let's affirm these words of truth. I am endowed with infinite, complete wholeness and vitality and health. Take another breath. Let's turn to financial issues for a minute. Any kind of financial challenge or fear or wonder what's going on, let those thoughts appear now. Be aware of them. And let them go by coming back to your awareness of the breath. And then we'll plug in that word of truth. The infinite source of the universe is my source of abundance, and I am abundantly supplied at all times. Let's turn to relationships. Anything that's going on with your personal relationship, with your friends, your coworkers, maybe even things that are going on in the spiritual community, any kind of thing like that, let those thoughts appear now. Be aware of them. Now let them go by coming back to the awareness of your breathing. And in that space, we plug in another affirmation. I am so loved, so completely and endlessly loved by the loving source of the universe that I have all this love to give, and I'm here to give it, to bring it into this situation. Let's do one more. The area of creativity. Maybe there's something you've always wanted to do with your life, Maybe you're trying to get some creative idea going in your life, and it just seems to be all this stuff in the way of it. Let those thoughts come. Now release them by taking a breath, conscious breath. And in that space, we affirm the truth. I am a creative being, endowed with all the power to create wonderful things in my life and wonderful things for others and for the world. Let's take a breath and open your eyes and come back to the awareness of the room. Now, the cool thing about this practice is the more we do it, and of course, when we have challenging times, there's so many opportunities to do it. The more we do it, it starts to become automatic, like a habit. We automatically notice the negative thoughts. We automatically go to the breath and they fade away. And the affirmations are automatically appear, they're triggered by the negative thoughts. That's a wonderful thing. And another wonderful thing is, the more we do this, the negative thoughts start to get weaker. They start to come in less often. And the affirmations of truth start to become our default thinking. We have a new thought habit going on. And that can change our whole lives and the lives of those around us. So I invite you to continue this practice all through the day, and the next day and the next day. Just keep on doing it and see what happens. And I think we'll find the blessing and the gift in even the most challenging times. The gift of having these negative thoughts come up and realizing we can just let go of them. They don't have to run us. We don't have to put ourselves down because we had a bad thought. Just let it go. And then these affirmations of truth can come in to replace them, change our thinking, and change our lives. Bless you. Affirmations of truth such as, I am loved by the source of the universe completely and utterly. I am always supplied abundantly with everything I need. I am a creative being and I have the power to create whatever good I want in my life. And I invite you to repeat an affirmation with me. Life loves me. Life loves me. Life loves me. Life loves me. I think that calls for a song. See? All right. I want you to sing along too, if you can, if you like. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I look at where I am and where I used to be. All I can say is, life loves me. Life loves me. I'm always supplied infinitely. I look at where I am and where I used to be. All I can say is, life loves me. I bought into the ideas around that life's a struggle and you can't win. But I caught a reminder and I began again. Look at how life has been. All the joy, the love, the vitality, and the life that comes from within. Sing it to me. Life loves me. life loves me. Times that were difficult, I came out ahead. Learned an important lesson, got stronger than before, and I knew I was led to go evolve and realize I can depend on life. And good comes out of everything. In the times of strife, sing it with me. Life loves me. You sound good. I'm always supplied infinitely. I look at where I am and where I used to be. All I can say is life loves me. Now check this out. Next time I get down alone in you, I'll remember how much I love this ride. Just allow the flow of love and wisdom to guide me. And remember, I'm one with life. And life loves me. I'm always supplied infinitely. Look at where I am and where I used to be. All I can say is life loves me. Sing it with me now. Life loves me. Every minute. Life loves me. No matter what's coming up in my life. Every day, every hour, every minute, life loves me. All I can say is life loves me. Woo! Thank you very much. Woo!